Welcome back to Grizz Vision here on GoldenGrizzlies.com. My name is Neal Ruhl. We're here with Coach Kampe and Coach holiday tournament action here in the arena.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to be the host and have a tournament at home that gets us some November home games. It's always been one of the hardest things to do in scheduling is get early games at home. So this tournament afforded us that opportunity, and we got 4 games in 6 days, 3 in this tournament, 3 straight days. So with only 8 guys in the rotation, it's going to be interesting to see how they play out, the minutes play out.
So this week the CBE Hall of Fame Classic, and Coach, when you look at that, Western Carolina, Chicago State, and Georgia State coming in, you guys got some big-time mid-major basketball happening here in the arena.
Well, if you dissect those 3 teams, you have Georgia State, who's top 10 in the country in the mid-major poll, and before tonight's practice, I actually spent some time watching them on film, and they're really good. They're really good. And then Western Carolina, who, they were in the Southern their conference's championship game last year, but they lost like 60% of their points and rebounding, and that was not a game that I was expecting to have a team this good coming in here. I was really, really surprised at how good they are. I'm not surprised at how well they're coached because I've known Larry Hunter. I actually played against him. I mean, you think I'm old? I mean, he might be as old as dirt, man. I actually played in a game where he was coaching the opposite team when I was at Bowling Green. So, and I know one thing, that man can coach. So I knew his team would be fundamentally sound in that. I didn't realize that they would be this good, though. They took Alabama to the wire, had a shot with 20 seconds to go to take the lead, and it didn't go in. They took Mississippi State to the wire, and then they've won their home game. So they're a team that, they can come in here and beat us. They can. They're really talented. And then the third team, Chicago State, they used to be in a league with us a long time ago, and that program got in disarray, and they hired a new coach a few years ago, and he's really turned that thing around. And, they're not your dad's Chicago State. I mean, they're a team that they'll win a game in this tournament, I'll bet you. They're pretty good.
And Coach, when you look at it too, impact players across the board. Georgia State, obviously, Ron Hunter's son. They have some transfers from Louisville and Kentucky. Western Carolina, their 2 guards averaging 25 points a game. I mean, it's going to be some entertaining basketball.
Oh, there's some really talented young men coming in here. The kid from Western Carolina had 31 at Alabama. And, Alabama's known as a great defensive team, a Southeastern Conference, power conference team that's built on defense. And this kid put 31 on them. So, and then their point guard is, you think he shoots like Bader. I mean, he gets rid of it quick, and he can make it from anywhere. Then you go to Georgia State, and they've got this 3-headed monster, and there are other players, good players too. But you've got Ron Hunter's son, who's a lot of talk that he's going to come out early in the draft this year. That he's that talented. You have their point guard who started the whole season at Kentucky. He was the starting point guard for Kentucky for a whole year. You probably have to be pretty good to be able to do that. And then, of course, the young man from Louisville that had the horrific leg break in the NCAA tournament that captured the world's heart. He's healed and he's playing for Georgia State. So those 3 are their perimeter. I mean, that's something. I mean, they've got a 6'10" kid, and they got really, really good players. And then Cleveland State's got a kid inside that he's good. He's really good, skilled inside post player, and they got some guys that can shoot it. They're very athletic. They'll press all over the floor, and they'll cause us some havoc, especially with our situation with not a lot of guards. But until our couple guards are eligible, we got to get through this week and handle pressure.
All right, Coach, we certainly do appreciate the time. And fans, keep in mind, if you can't make it out to the arena, all games available on ESPN3 and 11:30 a.m. WDFM The Fan. Thanks a lot, Coach.
As much as you would want them to watch and listen to you, Neal, we need them out here. This is going to be a heck of a tournament with some great mid-major basketball in a phenomenal facility to watch it, man. They're in a bad seat in this place, so get your butts out here and watch a game.
Thanks a lot, Coach.